I knew that y'all weren't intelligent like a very long time ago, but I knew that there was something very, very, very wrong when you guys saw that clip of Johnny Depp intimidating Amber Heard at court, like trying to walk up to her and then people having to like get him to back up and him like smirking afterwards. You guys saw that and were like, yeah, he was definitely the victim. He was definitely the one that was traumatized by her. Intelligence and just basic comprehension skills are at an all-time low, and misogyny is at such a high that it makes you like not have any sort of concept of common sense. It was very obvious when there was a very clear power imbalance with the fact that he was able to have her drugged. He controlled who drove her around. Her stylist didn't even let her work. But you guys were like, no, I swear she abused him, even though abuse requires for there to be control from one of the people. Like, you can't abuse, like, two people cannot abuse each other. Like, that is not a possible thing. Like, there has to be someone with the power and someone that is being disempowered. And that definitely was not him. He had all of the resources and everything to facilitate the abuse. And that is what he did. And that clip really, really, really is one of the more, like, damning things where I'm like, how did you see that and think that he was the victim? You guys are just not very bright. And honestly, I don't even think that the majority of you even believe that he was actually abused by her. It was just really fun to have a woman that you were allowed to say really, really disgusting things about together. Like, nothing bonds people like the hatred of a woman. So it's crazy to watch it all play out. Yeah, those texts where him and Paul Bettany are fantasizing about killing her and raping her corpse to make sure that she's dead and stuff like that. I don't know how you look at those and think, oh, he was the victim. Like, that is a level of psychosis that just doesn't make sense to me, because people are like, oh, he's just talking about getting revenge on his abuser. And it's like, nobody really thinks that way. Like, nobody thinks that way. I know all survivors are different, but nobody really thinks like, oh, I'm going to rape someone as revenge. Like, that's not the type of crime that you can commit as retribution or something. Like, there's something deeply fucking wrong with you if that's what you fantasize about. Yeah, thinking about that time really pisses me off, because people didn't use any form of like logic or basic fucking like common sense, all because they like what his drunk ass did in a movie like 20 fucking years ago. He hasn't been in anything like good and fucking forever. Not that that would make it any better or anything, but it's like, let go of that grip. He was attractive 20 fucking years ago. He looks like a rotting corpse. He is actively rotting in front of us. Again, not that him being attractive or anything would make things better, but it's just the fact that those are the reasons that people are holding on, because he was attractive like 20 years ago. Like, people are so fucking pathetic about that man. It actually makes me sick to my stomach. He is actively rotting in front of us. That is not a breathing human being. Like, he is rotting. Yeah, Billy didn't know what the fuck she was talking about when she said that, like, at all. The fact that a precedent has been set that says that abuse victims can be sued for even speaking about their abuse without even naming their abuser is something that we all need to care about. It's not cute to be like, oh, I just don't care about celebrity drama. If this can happen to a woman that has far more resources than any of us, than your regular everyday person, then that is something that we all need to care about. Like, that is horrifying. This is a playbook that is going to be used by so many abusers for years and years to come. So many women, so many survivors will not come forward anymore. Ever since that happened, there has been a little bit of research done about it. There has been so much that has happened. I know the RAIN organization experienced like a record number of calls, people coming in, people feeling so hopeless and things like that about their abuse because they watched an abuser be able to sue and carry out legal abuse against her in front of the entire world. This is a major feminist issue, and this is a major issue that you should care about if you care about women, because again, if it can happen to Amber Heard, it can happen to literally anyone, and that shit is so fucking horrifying. We will start to see, as the years go on, the impact that it has had on survivors. The impact that it has had and will continue to have on survivors is completely like just unfathomable, but we have seen it play out. Marilyn Manson has tried to use that same playbook and sue his victims, and they talked about like, did you see what happened to Amber Heard? Like, I'm going to take back what I said. And then now with Justin Baldoni, people are encouraging him to file a defamation suit against Blake Lively because she spoke out about her sexual harassment. Like, these are things that are going to continue to affect people long term, and that's why it was so important to not be an absolute idiot, an absolute evil, misogynistic maniac during that time, because this is the precedent that has been set, and so many women rich or poor or whatever standing in society they have. It's just going to continue to affect survivors for so fucking long and in ways that we will never even begin to unpack. And it's just really unfortunate because people think like, oh, I just did that to one woman, but she did that to so many.
I'm glad that I never said anything when that case was going on, because why would I? And looking at the behavior of men lately, I am glad I never said anything, and I just let time be, and I kind of like ignored the whole case. I don't know if I'm the only one, but during that time, I was going through my own personal issues as well. I did not want to be involved in other people's cases as well when going through my own personal experiences with my own abuse and dealing with the effects of that and overcoming an abusive, toxic relationship, getting out of it, rebuilding myself. And it took years of consistency, years of pouring, and I'm still pouring into myself. Like, I am always looking for better visions of myself. I'm always looking to see what I can improve about myself. I'm always thinking about the better version of myself, the one that's not lingered in anger, the one that's not trapped in pain, the one that's not pulled through this darkness of pain. I'm always looking for that. I'm always looking for an opportunity to become a better woman for myself. So I wasn't into that moment, but the way the media also played a part in this is something that we never even really mentioned, is that the media worked over time to prove that this woman is the devil, the demon, and this man, is innocent. The way they just presented the entire case, and the fact that this case was presented in two countries, the Americas and United, I think it was America. No, not America, I mean UK. And Amber in the UK, she won. I remember that. So in American justice system, I don't know what's going on there, but she lost the case. So I don't know if it happened or maybe it was so long ago, but I remember hearing about it that she won the case already, and it was in the UK or London, I'm not sure. In the no UK, man, United Kingdom. Not London. London is the city. I know. I'm not American. I'm joking, my American friends. But anyways, I just thought that during that time was just a hard time for me, and I hope now that I can see, I don't believe men, not even the supportive one. So I really hope she's in a good space. She's finding healing, because it takes really hard and long process to even heal. You just don't overcome in one go.